Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 6th to the 13th, and sorry about my absence, Capricorn. I've been moving house and I had no internet. Just give me a minute here. I'm going to have to shuffle a couple of more cards for you, Capricorn. You've got 2 kings and 2 queens. So my feeling is it's a hugely relational focus week, which is very interesting because at the bottom of the deck you've got the 4 of Swords, okay? So that's a retreat card. Sometimes it represents being quite exhausted, actually, to tell you the truth. And like just needing to psychologically shut down because you're tired, you're drained. And actually with so many people, you've got the Queen and the King of Cups, the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So I think it's going to be quite an intense week, actually. Your crowning card is the beautiful Star card. Now, I just adore seeing this for you. And this is what's crowning the whole energy. The Star card has got so many meanings, but ultimately the Star card represents a state of grace, okay? And a state of grace does everything in this world. It's grace that gets the plants to grow. It's grace that does everything. And the most we can ever do, Capricorn, is to surrender to that process. It also is about risking intimacy. It's about a willingness to be seen, to trust love, to trust other people. It's about knowing that as you give to the world, Capricorn, you're automatically filled back up again. And I do understand we all have stories of people who drain us and exhaust us, but it's up to us who we have in our lives. And the Star card is about healing, and it's about allowing that beautiful energy into your life, okay? Especially if you're tired. It's just about resting, and ultimately it's about letting grace and letting the universe take over. Your additional guidance card is Treasure Island, which is absolutely beautiful card. It's like the milk and honey. It's about finding that goodness. It's about finding joy, finding happiness. It's about well-being, Treasure Island. So I absolutely love that for you. I'm trying to pull you another card. So you start the week, Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. So that would be an air sign and a water sign person. But I'm going to go beyond those stereotypes here. This is about relating. This is about relational depth here. The Queen of Cups is about going forward. She's a queen. She's got a golden gown because she's worked through a lot of her past hurts, okay? A lot of her past pain, and she's now got this golden gown, and she's walking forward, and she's offering compassion. She's offering love of the highest kind, okay? So that's either going to be you or someone else coming your way who's also offering this cup, who's sharing the love towards you, sharing their good fortune towards you. Now, it's with the King of Swords. Most of you know is an earth sign, male, female. But these 2 cards together, there's some communication that needs to happen here. And it's communication of great depth, great straightforwardness, and great realness here. But there's some communication that needs to take place with this King of Swords and Queen of Cups. And I've got a feeling it's about love. It's maybe about the future of your relationship. It's about where is this going. But there's some real connection and connections that need to happen with these two people. This is about uniting the mind with the heart. So, and we unite our mind and our heart by straightforward and really clear communication, but also with compassion and communicating our love, but also very, very straightforward communication, because that's what the King of Swords is. He's a master of his mind and he's a master of communication, but always communicate through your heart, Capricorn. You've then got the Tower with the Two of Discards. So the Tower card for me recently, I don't get the destructive side of the Tower card, Capricorn. I just don't read it that way, okay? There's loads of readers who do. I get the Tower card is the most spiritual, probably of all the cards. It's about receiving spiritual help, receiving guidance about the way forward. And I asked for an additional guidance card and you got the World with it. So there's some completion here that wants to happen. It's with the Two of Discs. So the Two of Discs can be about juggling lifestyles, having to keep too many balls up in the air. Maybe, Capricorn, you're fed up. Maybe you're a bit tired of this lifestyle, whatever that represents. And you're a bit tired and fed up with it. That's why you're going into retreat. And you want something more for your life. You want more transparency. You want more depth. So maybe there's a sense of you having had enough of something. Maybe it's your work life, because it's the Two of Pentacles, or just having to work too hard at the basics of life. You know, those times in your life when we feel that everything's a slog and everything's exhausting. Maybe it's a sense of you having enough this week, and the World card showing up to say that maybe it's time to round things off, to complete some projects, to let go of some things, to invite some new things in. There's almost a feeling of some reorganization needs to happen here, Capricorn. And I like it because the Star card's your guiding light. Her third eye is wide open. So she's receiving inspiration from above about whatever changes that need to take place. And it's very higher power ordained. But seeing you this tired, Capricorn, speaks to me that you're having to juggle too much. And there's some things that are weighing you down. And the things that are weighing us down, Capricorn, they're what keeps us stuck. And that's what keeps us at a very, very low vibration. And I think maybe there's some reorganization that needs to happen here. You then get the beautiful Queen of Wands. This is about aliveness. So after this reorganization and rethinking, it's like you're born into this beautiful Queen of Wands, full of vitality, full of passion. And right next to her is the King of Cups, sorry. So this relational theme continues. You start with the Queen and you end with the King. Both are about relational depth, sharing your emotions in a really mature way. So we're not chaotic, we're not getting pulled into other people's dramas. We're full of our own integrity and emotional balance, and we relate from that level. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles, so this could be news coming your way regarding money. The Knights tend to bring news, so you could be waiting on hearing about a job, hearing about a home, hearing about a housing situation, some sort of practical project. But the Hanged Man's right next to it. Everyone's favourite card. I'm laughing, some people just don't like the Hanged Man. I love the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is someone on the road to enlightenment. He sees the greater pattern and he surrenders to it, okay? But you ending with this Hanged Man and the King of Cups is speaking to me of being in a really, really, really good personal place, Capricorn. Because when we're not controlling, I'm not calling you controlling, we all control, but when we don't control, we go into our heart. And when we go into our heart, our lives just transform in the most fundamental level. That's how we change our lives. We change our lives by moving into our heart energy and living from there. And I think that's why you're starting with trying to balance your mind and your heart, and you're ending right on your own throne, letting go of this need to control with a Hanged Man and surrendering to the energy of love, basically, surrendering to your heart energy. Now I'm going to try and round this reading up because it's quite a complex picture. I'm not very good with loads of court cards, okay? I'm just not in general readings. But there's definitely a feeling this week that your emotions are really, really important. And Capricorn, really outstanding, because you get the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups and the Star card. So great emotional depth and great emotional clarity and transparency, okay? There might be for some, I need to reorganize some of your life here. You might be having to juggle too much, you might be having to hold too many balls in the air, and the Tower and the World card are about you making changes, so you don't feel quite as exhausted. So you can feel the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is either going to be you feeling vital, almost feeling quite born again, or this is someone around you, a fire sign, male or female, who's delivering some news to you. But whatever this news is, you do end the week back with the Hanged Man again and the King of Cups, which is very much like the start of the week, and balancing your head and your heart. That is the ultimate spiritual journey, okay? We can do all the yoga in the world. The ultimate spiritual journey is balancing your head and your heart. And that seems to be what this week is about for you. I think definitely some reorganisation, some letting go needs to happen, so you're not quite as exhausted. But I like it. And what I like the most, Capricorn, is the clarity of your emotional world. I just love seeing this for you. And that's probably why you're getting Treasure Island, because you're so connected with your own heart. Okay, Capricorn, absolutely profound and deep reading, as usual. Okay, loads of love, and I'll see you next week. Bye.